guys, and this is Kimberly Bocage, and welcome back to Let's Talk About It Tuesday. As I said last week, I have my wonderful special guest, my son, my baby boy. Okay, my young man, because he's taller than me, actually, Kenyon Toliver. How are you this evening?
I am good. Thank you for inviting me here.
He's so excited. He's like, I'm on Boss Life with Kim B. So today's topic, as I told you all last week, is about children in transition. We had a huge transition last year when we moved out here from, in my separation and finally in a divorce. And I think a lot of times people do not give their children the opportunity to not just be a part, but also get their feedback and see how they feel along the way. So there's a lot of fears in it. How will your children cope? How will your children feel in the transition? So I have a child of transition that is here that will, I'm going to ask him a couple questions and see, kind of shed some light, because I know a lot of women and men in a situation that they may feel they would maybe do better, but, really, really contemplating how it will look for the kids. So just wanted to start off, be free, feel free to be open. And, this is an open forum. We're going to be completely honest with everyone here, right?
Yes.
Right. So just so we could be clear, how does it feel being a child of transition?
I mean, it's okay. I had a lot of support during transition, and I had my brother's therapy and the boss. So it was pretty good. It was hard at first, but I got through it.
Okay. So I know one of the major things that people think about is like, oh my gosh, my child is at a certain age. They have their friends that they were raised with forever, they grew up with in school, and they have their teachers and they're already set in their ways. And I know with you, you were in the 7th grade, and you were in school with these kids since pre-K, kindergarten, pretty much. So how did it feel being in junior high and pretty much established, because you were in choir, you had a lot of things established. How did it feel, for you to move, and how did you take that transition from school to school?
It was sad at first because I knew that I would possibly never see my friends again, but I did basically every weekend. And I had friends that would contact me like, hey, how are you? How's the new school and stuff? And then when I started school, I had friends that were actually friends. Like every day they would talk to me and they were friends. And I never really went anywhere without friends. So,
okay.
Yeah.
So how about the friends at school now? How did you transition into the new school?
Well, the first day, I really wasn't talking to anybody. And then the second day, everyone was talking to me. So it was easy to make friends.
Okay. You also got nominated for
Homecoming King.
Homecoming King. Yeah, you did that. You really did that. So with your transition from moving overall, I know it was a big move because we moved almost an hour away. And you were used to a family dynamic with mom, dad, brothers, living in the home. How was it from then and now? Like, how was it then and how is it now? And how do you feel in the space where you're in now?
Well, it was a toxic situation to live in the house.
I agree with that.
And then when we moved, we walked in with nothing in this place, and it's full of love, peace, and virtuality. We walk in.
Virtuality.
We walk in, and it's nothing but light and positivity. We burn sage every day. And it's good. We have a family dynamic here too.
So I think the main thing is that, one thing that I will agree with you on is that it was different. It was scary. I would say that. Was it scary to you as well? But the main thing that I made sure I kept focused on was not just myself. I made sure and keep focused and kept them in the loop. I feel like a lot of times that we don't acknowledge our children's feelings. And even if they are feeling a certain type of way, because when he felt sad and when he felt, you know, a little bit distant, I was able to acknowledge that, because I know for myself that, yes, it was a toxic environment. I was toxic in the environment. And I know it was one day we were laying down and we were talking. I was like, dang, when's the last time I even yelled? Like, and we had to seriously sit down and think about it, because sometimes you being a person, even though you are not trying to be toxic, you are in a toxic situation and it isn't only toxic for you, but then it becomes toxic for your children. He used to bite his nails down to the nub, with nerves. Um, and now I feel as if before I left, I sat down and I spoke with them and we came up with this decision together because a lot of times parents feel like the children don't see what's going on and you see it. And it's not a healthy thing for them. The one thing that we did do was we both, sought out, outside help and counseling. There's a lot of things that our children probably do not feel comfortable with saying to us that they can in therapy. So I always suggest that getting outside help for your children in this moment is definitely a very, very healthy way to do things. How do you feel about that?
It's good. It's healthy.
And it's helping?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. So, even though this is a serious topic, it is something that's happening more and more every day. And I feel like a lot of times, even if you do not leave the situation, a lot of times in marriages that they feel like they could just go to couples counseling and couples therapy and not include the children who's also in the home, who also probably has to understand that a lot of times that even though the arguments may be over something that they have done, the argument really has nothing to do with the child. So a lot of times, I know it's been a lot of arguments over children and everything else like that. And, as a family and a family dynamic, I always am an advocate for children. And in that light, your children in your home should always have a voice, period, because they're human beings and they are a part of your family. And how does it make you feel to have a voice?
Good. There was a lot of things in my head that I couldn't say, and now I feel like I could just say it freely.
Absolutely. And, also keep a space for no judgment zone. I have two older boys, and there's sometimes that I've heard everything in this world as a parent. But I also feel like it definitely has us in a space where we're open. If you're in any type of management, or if you're at work, and if you have a boss or you're a boss and you have an open door policy, when you get home, you should have that same open door policy with your children. Because if you realize these kids are killing each other in school, you have plenty of fights at your school that you've told me about with seventh graders, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let's just be cautious and let's actually take a time out to focus on our kids, because they are definitely not just our future, but when our asses get old, they're going to take care of us. So we need to make sure we take care of them first. So is there anything that you want to openly say or anything that you want to share? He says no. He has a YouTube channel coming up as well.
Link in description.
Oh, well, the link will clearly be in description. I did not know that. But the link will be in the description. And please feel free to ask any questions. Ask me anything that you want to know. And feel free to DM me. I am on every social media website, as I said before. So my Facebook is Boss Life with Kim B. My Instagram is at Boss Life with Kim B. And my Twitter is Boss Life with KB. Because Twitter made me cut it short. Like, nah, not today, girl. Cut it short. So, so next week I will be back, and the topic next week will be how to. I don't know. What's my topic next week? I don't know. You know what? I don't know what my topic will be next week. So this is your opportunity to give me a topic to discuss. Of course, I could talk about manifestation. I could talk about health and holistic, and just give me a topic that maybe you may be dealing with at work or at home. Share with me, and I will definitely pick a topic And I will also, whoever topic I choose, will get a 30-minute free consultation with me. And we will definitely have a great time. So I will definitely discuss your topic. We'll go over it. And then you'll be able to have a one-on-one free consultation with Ma on Boss Life. So I hope y'all have a powerful evening. Say bye.
Bye.